guys, I'm back with another YouTube video. This video is a natural bead. It requires no eyeshadow, so it's very simple. At this point, I feel like I'm intermediate level of makeup. I'm getting better with my eyebrows and the application and how to blend. I think the biggest thing is blending, and I think that's what I really had an issue with, blending and perfecting my eyebrows. Once you have that, eyeshadow is also a learning process, so it becomes easier and easier the more you practice. So if you like this beat, because I like it, yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because this beat is it, yeah. Stop playing with me, period. Of course, we first start with the eyebrows. I used the One Effect brow pencil from Anastasia in the shade dark brown. I usually brush all of my brow hairs upward and then do the bottom line of the brow, and then I push my brow hairs downward and outline the top of my brow. Once I'm finished with that part, I go back in and color in the brow to fill in any area that do not have hair to make the brow look more full. And my eyebrows look good. Stop playing with me, not one of them. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I'm gonna eat the girl's form. As mentioned before, I'm going in with my Too Faced concealer in the shade Chestnut to outline the bottom brows. I don't do the top because I feel like that's too harsh on my brows. Though this concealer has an applicator tip, I use an angled brush to outline the bottom part of my brows. And you can find these basically in almost every makeup brush set that you buy. Once you outline the bottom brow of each eye, I go back in with the applicator tip and cover my eyelids in concealer. Once you do that, I take kind of a round tip brush and I pat the concealer in. This part is extremely important because you want it to have an even application on your eye so that it is an even tone. Next, this is how I set a natural look. I go in and I set my concealer on my eyelids. This gives it a matte finish. So this part I actually got from a YouTuber named Ariel Black. She actually put coconut oil on her face as her primer. And if you watched my videos before, you know I usually use the milk primer as my primer because that helps my makeup grip on better. But I wanted to try this method out just to see if I would like it. Next, I go in and put the concealer that I use for my eyelids under my eyes for both sides, and I just let it sit while I do the rest of my face. I also place concealer around my nose and underneath my nose. So today I decided to use the Dior foundation. As you can see, when I put it on my face, it was very orange, and I thought I was gonna look like a pumpkin. And I was like, we're in December, we're past Halloween and fall, so I was just not happy about that. But this foundation actually oxidized and was actually the perfect color. Next, spray a clean beauty blender and your choice of setting spray. I use Too Faced's setting spray. Make sure it's not wet or dripping. You want it damp but not too wet because it'll pull your makeup off. And then you're going to blend your concealer. I then take the beauty blender and I switch sides and I blend the concealer and foundation together. Make sure you are blending for your life because that's the only way you will have a clean, even face. I go in with my concealer and I do a line in the middle as well and add a little bit more concealer because I do have dark circles under my eyes and I want to make sure those are gone. So I go in with my contour and I just put it on the side. I don't do my full face because this is a natural look. You don't want too much. So because you already have concealer on under your eyes, you don't have to let that sit long. You can go ahead and blend it out. Remember, you want a clean finish. You want it to look as blended as possible. So blend for your life. Next, you want to set under your eyes. I use Mercier to set under my eyes in their darkest tone. You want to pat this into your under eye. You don't want to sweep it because the product is not seeping into your skin. So you want to pat it. So you make sure that it is seeping into your skin and that it won't crack throughout the day that you're wearing your makeup. Next, I go into my bronzer. I use Fenty Beauty, the mint shade. This shade just did something to me. I used to use Mocha Mommy, and now I use the mint shade because I like the way it makes my contour look or my bronzer look, and this gives definition to the face, so you're not just one color. Next, I go in with my Juvia's Place palette, and I use a reddish brownish color for my blush. I don't know about y'all, but eyeshadow works just fine. I will not be going to the store to buy blush. Then I take a fluffy powder brush and I set my entire face with my Mercier. Now, if you're like me, I have smile lines because I'm always smiling. So what I do is I go in with my setting powder and I make sure I put setting powder within my creases so that it is less likely to crack. Now it is time for the lashes. I use my Better Than Sex mascara to put mascara on my real lashes, and then I put on my false lashes from the Sephora collection. I put my lashes on off camera because I actually tried the new trend that's been going on TikTok where you put your lash underneath your real lashes instead of on top, and honestly it was kind of life-changing. Next, for a little razzle dazzle, get some shimmery glitter. I use Fenty Beauty Cinnamon to add a little highlight. This is probably my favorite part of makeup is the lip, because you can do ombre lips. So I take any brown pencil, lip pencil. This one is from the beauty supply store. My favorite one is MAC, but I also really like this one too. So I outline my lip in the brown, and then I make it a little bit darker around the corners of my mouth, and that will really make the ombre look pop. I go in with NYX lingerie line in the shade Mason. This is a brownish color, but it's also shimmery, so it's really pretty. And then I go in with Birthday Suit from Too Faced. They no longer have this shade, but I am very glad that I got the nude shades before they discontinued that line. Once I'm finished with that, I go in with the Lip Injection Too Faced lip gloss, and that just makes it pop and blends all of the colors together. And boom, you have your ombre look. Yeah, life changing.